Hello everybody. I'm back again today, this time reacting to a video QTEV2 recommended for me called Top 10 Video Game Movies. I like to play video games, so I'm really curious to see what kind of movies have been made and that are also pretty good. Let's check it out together, shall we? Ho ho!
Movies based on video games suck, but as long as the vast majority of them just are garbage, we figured it might be a fun idea to look at the ones that are the least sucky, if that's possible. Mind you, this is a list that looks at the movies we would prefer to watch, whether they're semi-decent or entertainingly bad.
Okay.
Now, hey, I'm here to search for Screwattack's top 10 video game movies.
Number 10.
Dun, 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 dun.
With a $200 million budget, there were a lot of hopes for Disney's adaptation of Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time.
Oh.
It's no Oscar-winning masterpiece. Hey, you could do a whole lot worse turning a Ubisoft franchise into a movie. And actually they did. World-renowned, totally Arabian actor Jake Gyllenhaal stars as a Pakistan who wields a dagger that reverses time at the press of a button. No, I don't know why they put a button on a dagger, but at least it helps him stop Ben Kingsley from turning back time so a lion can eat his brother, which would ensure he would have no heir so that he could be the king forever. Or something like that. Still, Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time features some decent music and visuals that add up to a passable but forgettable video game adaptation.
Number 9.
Sometimes there are characters who seem like they're as good a fit for film as they are for gaming.
Oh, whoa.
Lara Croft, movie producers saw an easy bet for a summer blockbuster. Lara Croft Tomb Raider not only
Yeah,
did
I've
wonders
seen
to
that.
put Angelina Jolie on the map, but managed to stay true to the games before it. The movie did a great job of taking us on a globe-trotting action adventure, complete with a handsome love interest, slimy bad guy, and all the henchman fodder to sell Lara Croft as the next big female action hero. But for all the positives going for it, Lara Croft Tomb Raider was not great. As spectacular as some of the action was, the story was some nonsense about an artifact that controls space and time, something about the Illuminati, John Boyd was there, it was just a huge mess. But we'll give credit where it's due. This is one of the few video game movies out there that managed to turn its lead character into a household name.
Number 8.
Shut up, it's on the list. You can't undo it. It's there forever.
Mario?
No, Super Mario Brothers is not a good movie by any stretch.
I don't
of the
think I've heard of
imagination.
this one.
There are too many
What?
behind-the-scenes disaster stories to count. But hey, at least it stayed true to the source material. I mean, everybody knows that Super Mario Brothers is about two plumbers jumping through a magical rock to find another magical rock, which will let Dennis Hopper take over the world and turn it into another magical rock. I love how it accurately captured the
Vote for Koopa.
Nightmare-esque atmosphere the games
What is going on? I've never heard of this. Ew. Oh man. I don't know.
Super Mario Brothers.
This is really weird.
It is bad, but man, it's fascinating.
What single-cell organism did you evolve from?
Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Lizard King. Thank you very much.
Hold on, what?
What is this going on? Is he Bowser or Koopa?
Movies are usually the kinds that make me want to put various power tools through my brain, but far away, the least horrible of them all is Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. It thrives on the
animated
simple pleasure of
movie.
seeing your favorite characters from the game in cinematic fight scenes, but with some semblance of the story to boot. Everybody gets a bit of screen time here, including the legendary battle between Ryu and Sagat. You know, the one where Sagat gets a giant scar? Ryu leaves him for dead? Classic. But best of all, it's got that Chun-Li scene. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The one where she's in her apartment and then she throws a couch at Vega. Oh, that scene was so good.
Number 6.
Okay.
There have been
Resident
over
Evil. Oh man, I did see the
dozen
first one.
live-action movies
Yeah.
in the Resident Evil franchise, and most of them are garbage.
Yeah.
But there are a few hidden CG movies which have taken the series in exciting new directions, and Resident Evil Vendetta is their best adventure yet. You know, people said Resident Evil 5 was like playing an action movie? That's one of the biggest strengths of Resident Evil Vendetta. It is an action movie. Resident Evil Vendetta is filled with nods to favorite characters, disgusting creatures.
Ooh, creepy. Oh no. Okay.
Stop fight with Leon Kennedy? Nope. It may not be Resident Evil the way you remember it, but at least Vendetta gives us one heck of a roller coaster.
Wow. Explosions.
$1,200, $5,000, and this one is $3,000 every single month. I get paid by Audible. If you don't.
Number 5.
The late 90s were seemingly dominated by Pokemon.
Oh.
The games led to the anime, and the anime gave way to what else? A theatrically released feature
Yay.
film. Pokemon the first movie is the kind of film you remember fondly only because you were part of the hive mind leading up to its release and had already decided it was the bestest movie.
What is he?
But we'll put it as high as we can for
I don't remember that
big
commercial.
reason. YouTube's extended origin story.
It's very
You've
good.
seen this
It's my
in some
brother's favorite
home-release
part.
versions of the movie, or if you saw it in Japanese theaters
Yeah,
back in the day.
he loves
but
it.
the uncut 15-minute story not only made the
So
main character
sad.
way more sympathetic, it was legitimately great. It even explained why Pokemon Tears mysteriously resurrect Ash at the end of the movie, which is better than the zero explanation we actually got. We love this intro so much that we'd probably put it toward the top, were it not followed by an hour and 15 minutes of stupid.
Oh, so sad.
Number
No.
4.
You know, they could have
What's
left Final
this?
Fantasy alone after the meteor incident. Instead, they gave us Final
Oh,
Fantasy
Advent
VII
Children. Yes.
with Cloud, Tifa,
Yes.
and all of our favorites from the
So
game.
cool.
Yeah, sure, the story isn't really anything to get excited about, and let's
looks
be honest
great.
here, the reason this movie is so much fun to watch is the action. Cloud's fighting mutant zombie dogs on a bike, Tifa's flipping around like a ninja, and holy crap, it's Bahamut! And the Cloud versus Sephiroth fight is absolutely nuts! Now Cloud's on a motorcycle fighting guys on motorcycles who throw motorcycles with their legs! And now I kind of wish the game were like this.
Number 3.
Coming in at number 3 is everybody's favorite song from the summer of 1995.
Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I saw this. It was really crazy.
Tommy's grandpa. Who knew that a video game movie could feature such an all-star cast? Now, we may totally appreciate what a trash movie this is in the
Yeah.
eyes of a bunch of stuffy Academy types, but when you consider the source material, Mortal Kombat nails what's so great about it. You've got every single character from the first game. Sub-Zero and Scorpion, Kano who's a total jerk, Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage, and even Goro. Throw in some half-decent special effects, and it's like Bloodsport in our world. Sure, the dialogue is awful.
Yeah.
Spare him, my Lord Raiden. American life has enfeebled his mind. Too much television.
But it's not about watching Mortal Kombat. You watch it for the diverse cast of combatants all fighting in a tournament to the death. That's what Mortal Kombat's all about. And this movie totally delivered.
Number 2.
Praised as one of the scariest games of its time, it's no real surprise that the movie adaptation treatment was given to Silent Hill.
Oh,
Even though the
no.
characters and plot don't completely line up with the
Oh,
games,
I know.
it
Too
all
scary.
syncs up perfectly with the source material. But the biggest hallmarks of Silent Hill are not only in this movie, they flat out steal the show. Visuals like the knife-wielding nurses and the classic pyramid head left a lasting impression on the viewers, even when the characters and story, well, didn't.
Man.
I know we're talking about video game movies here, but when Roger Ebert himself calls it an incredibly good-looking film, you know that some kind of miracle happened here. Speaking of miracles, did you know that freaking Sean Bean is in this movie? And his character doesn't die? What's that about?
It's number 1.
Ta-da.
While this may come as a bit of a surprise to you, fans of Level 5's magnum opus will recognize that
I
Professor
know.
Layton and the Eternal Diva is
Oh,
not
wow.
only a great movie, but it's just as good as any game.
I've never seen it, but I've heard good things about it.
It's really good. Like almost Studio Ghibli good. Okay, well, no, never mind. On that level. But at least it properly takes inspiration from that legendary studio. The Professor and Luke are back on another adventure when suddenly they get wrapped up in an opera singer's mysterious mystery and will traverse land, sea, and air in order to solve it. They even managed to include some light puzzle solving on the viewer's part, although the movie obviously reveals the answer. Regardless, this is a movie that'll keep you guessing. The spirit of the visuals and sound are like they're straight out of a 3DS game, but at a quality that you would expect for the silver screen. And it captured the charm and whimsy that fans love through the many relationships forged by the Professor and his #1 assistant.
Wow.
Professor Layton and the Eternal Diva may not be as popular as some of the other movies on this list, but that won't keep it from being, in our humble opinion, the greatest video game movie of all time. And And for our secret number 11, we wanted to give props to that other Street Fighter movie
Oh,
worth
yeah.
watching, but we'll kind of let its best moments do all the talking.
For you, the day Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday.
Okay. Wow, that was pretty interesting. I can say that I haven't seen all of those movies, but I've seen quite a few. And yeah, it was pretty fun to see what kinds of video game movies are out there that are pretty decent. Alright, I'll see you all next time. Until then, bye bye.